So what's kind of your history into getting into craft beer?
Well, being a sound engineer, spent 17 years traveling the world, and the first time I went to America, it was all just domestic lager and Budweiser and Miller Lights and stuff. And then very slowly but surely, doing shows in like Colorado and Portland and places like that, there was like these craft beer bars popping up. I remember like going in, having these beers and just being, where have you been all my life? So I came home and started homebrewing. Really enjoyed it, and the people I was giving my beer to were really enjoying it. And I just thought, let's do it. Why not? And then I opened a brewery. So there was no sort of I'll upscale a little bit. I'll buy some slightly more expensive equipment. I literally just jumped straight in from that. But exactly the same thing. It's the same principle. It's just
it crosses over quite seamlessly from home brewing. I mean, obviously a larger scale, much larger scale.
Well, whenever we opened the brewery with Anspach Hobday, we had 2 100-litre kits.
What was the big memory for you actually being on Bermondsey before coming to Herne Hill?
Well, I think that the first couple of months when we moved in and we're actually both breweries were actually brewing, and we had stuff in the tanks and in the bowl, and it was just all the sort of like the incredibly steep learning curve. It was like I've put beer in bowls before, but not that much beer. The excitement really kicked in whenever people were actually turning up to drink it, and you're actually getting feedback from complete strangers. I mean, your friend can drink your beer and go, "Oh mate, that's really good," but when a stranger tells you your beer's really good, then it's like, it's awesome. So the first couple of months when we actually had a product to sell was really exciting. That was really the exciting point.
Obviously you guys have got a tap room here at Bullfinch and Herne Hill. Was that a conscious choice that you had to have a tap room when you moved sites? Was that experience from the...
Oh, 100%. 100%, yeah. I think tap rooms have become a thing in their own, really. And it's very important for a brewer to have an outlet which is completely within their control to showcase their beers as fresh and as well as can be possibly done. We take a lot of pride in our little cold room, which is a shed, and it's just an extension of the pride that we take in making the beer. But then there's the other side of it, like our tap room and a few other little places in London that almost replace the local pub. Where local pubs used to be the hub, the cultural hub of our community, and we've found that here. The people in Herne Hill have really been very kind and really taken us in, and it really is become like a real community hub. Like all the locals, we know all the locals, and we have a book club that we run here, and we've got loads of events coming up soon. Because it is kind of a space that can be used for other things. But that's what tap rooms have become. They've become like meeting places, and we find there's a lot of people will be on the phone like, oh yeah, no, well, come and meet us at the Bullfinch. It's kind of a meeting spot, or somewhere to have a drink to move on to the party, or the other thing is we get a lot of people coming through who pick up takeaways on their way home from work, so they can have a pint with their dinner. The dog walkers will obviously stop on the way in. Very dog friendly. But that's what tap rooms are these days, I think. It's sort of getting towards more that American model of all-inclusivity, in as much as it's not just full of old men drinking cask ale, it's not young nerds drinking IPAs. Everyone comes into our tap room. There's groups of young girls, there's like families with children, but then intergeneration, you get grandmum all the way down to grandson coming in. It's a real amazing cross-section of the local community.
Excellent. It's like craft beer breaking generation barriers.
Yes, putting the world to rights, one pint at a time.
So this afternoon we were down at Bullfinch Brewery, which is about 10 minutes walk from Herne Hill station, on a glorious sunny day. Great little tap room, great location, so it's nice and quiet, but there's plenty of outside seating on a day like today, which is fantastic. I spoke to Ryan, who's the owner, or beer wizard, as we like to call him. I had an absolutely great time. Thoroughly recommend you coming down, and hope to see you here at some point.